her.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Broken, crying milk.
Cribbed, pulled, apart, pieced together.
Look, the nails that bite her, the breasts that grow defiantly from the body that has been split at the core.
Look at her.
She is
What makes a woman?
Pillars or legs, standing tall, standing watch, standing up too, standing crumbling piece by piece.
And she is normalcy in not being whole. Consider the fact that you see her every day, except she is dressed in sex kitten thongs and music videos, where large men fold themselves over her, throwing bills at her gyrating hips.
She is broken, withdrawn, but you don't see it because you do not look in her face.
What makes a woman? You see her and hear her moaning, and because in that position she is a sexual thing dismantled for your handling, undermined, step by step, chipping, you can pick her up and throw her.
Burn her, acid burn her. She won't complain. She is ivy laden. You see her in your daughter's bedroom. She is dressed in a tiny green dress. Her wide hips and big fairy eyes wink at you in a sinister lie of what it means to be a girl, to be banded, to be bound.
To be under wraps, to keep it in control, to keep breasts covered and hoisted and hacked and heaved and pointed and pointy and bright, but not too bright.
When Frida was a girl, she was almost destroyed. Almost. But luckily she did not live in a world of cable television or Disney pushers of childhood sexualization. She lived in her own world of art and politics, of dancing electric skeletons and talking butterflies, bodies hanging on the balance of heat and light. Instead of dying, she gave birth to herself again.
She asked herself,
What makes a woman?
alone, silent and silenced, in her suffering, still your beauty.
With nails, stabbing or piercing or injury or blood, or crucifixion, or raping, or repression, or reification.
What makes a woman?
She remade herself into this woman at whom you are looking, and when you look, you see, you can't see her as easy. Her beauty is a verb.
You can't dismiss her as period. She is not for you to consume.
Look at her.
Because she is looking at you. Her hair, or glory, or crown, or thinking cap, or flowing waterfall of desire, or shadow of her former self, or could stand to lose a few, or down, get down, go down, hold down.
No, she is facing you, fearless. She is broken in her body. She is this body born, reborn, this body battered. But her being rises in a fire of pain.
She will not let you ignore her.
Look at her.
She is a woman like so many women you know, but she will not look away from you, and she will not put you before herself, and she wants you to know her pain so that you can know your own.
She is the body you'd prefer not to see. Silent, stilled, not your beauty. This rent body, building itself up out of ashes like a phoenix. She rises, and keeps rising so that you cannot deny her. These breasts that define your beauty, this brace that keeps her whole.
You cannot put a gun in her hand and a rubber suit over her hips and diminutize her to hot.
You cannot put her in a reality television show and watch her slap other women and call them names.
You cannot buy her. You cannot put her in advertisements that mimic gang rape or mutilation. She will not sell your product.
She will not fight for the latest Bachelor.
She suffers to be this verb, this beauty, this normal, this trip, pulled, a part of your disdain.
What makes a woman?
You're inappropriate.
Not art.
You're obscene.
Not expression.
You're vile.
Not metaphor.
You're disgusting.
Not vision.
You're remove it.
Not history.
You're silence it.
Not understanding.
Breasts, and that is all she is. Not rent, not crucified, not wound, not held, not crumbling. Broken back.
Not a woman.
She is it, is not an it, a whole human beauty with, yes, breasts, and with grace.
She is telling you that she is whole, despite the crumbling spine that threatens to undo her. She will not fall.
She paints herself because she is so often alone, and because she is the subject she knows best.
And her eyes look into you, so that you will not fall either.
Look closely. She holds you up with her. Alone, silent, suffering eyes.
What makes a woman? There but for the grace of God?
There, but for the luck of the draw.
Go you. Go I. we go.
And we want to reach for her.
And she watches for our hands.
That are yearning for her in our growing need.
For a woman who refuses to succumb
To the lie that her body is an abomination.
To the lie that her body is not her own.
to the lie that her body belongs to anyone but herself.
Look at her. She is not obscene. She is beautiful.
She is real.
This beauty is a verb.
She is a whole and real human being. This beauty is she is.
This beauty is I am.
This beauty is you.